Welcome back to yet another Project Sekai event guide where we question ourselves who at Sega is translating the event names. I really don't get what was wrong with Retied Friendship. Before we start, as always, I would like to request that you help me play the algorithm a little bit. If these videos are entertaining or help you with your Project Sekai event planning, please consider subscribing. Subscribing is free, it takes less than a second, and you can always change your mind later. I am also trying some new things, so I would love it if you down in the comment could give me some constructive criticism. What do you think about the new structure? What do you think about the new information? Is there something you would like to see me add or change? You always have great ideas that help me grow, so I love to read all of your comments. But with that, let's get into the event. The next event is called Friendship Rebuilt and will run from April 21st to April 28th and is a more jump focused event in the cute attribute. The commissioned song for this event is Momoiri no Kagi, or the translated name being the Peach Key. The Sekai version of the song is performed by Airi, Shizuku, Minori, Haruka, and Luca in the more jump tuning, while the virtual singer version is performed by Hatsune Miku. And for now, there is no alternative cover version of the song. The difficulty levels for this song are as follows. Easy is a 7, normal is a 13, hard is a 19 song, expert is a 26 song, and Master is a 31 difficulty song. The Peach Key will unlock on April 28th and will be directly sent to your mailbox for claiming, meaning you do not have to spend song vouchers to unlock it. The main character of Friendship Rebuilt is Airi, with the supporting cast of the event being Shizuku, Haruka, Minori, and more jump Kaito. And the event summary reads as follows. Ever since appearing in the TV show The Great Idol Wars, more Jump's everyday life has gotten a lot busier with various job offers. In order to accept even more work, Airi and the others went to reevaluate their schedule. It was then that they started to consider on taking the credit-based system to make things work. The event story is then followed by the after show that will run between April 28th and April 29th. The after show will as always reward 300 gems and a sticker, the sticker this time around being a Airi sticker called Heh, they are so close. This time around there is also a headpiece for your virtual live avatar that you can buy to customize your appearance in the virtual lives. The headpiece will as always cost 1,000 gems or 3,000 virtual coins and is a beret inspired by the costumes from the gacha. The gacha that will be running alongside this event is called Where the Turning Wheel Takes Us and will be running from April 21st to April 30th. This gacha is of course a permanent gacha as the event is a marathon event, meaning that this gacha abides by standard gacha rules. All of the cards within the gacha are considered permanent cards and will enter the standard gacha pool once the event ends. This means that they are a part of the gacha pool for every single future event gacha. They will then enter the paid gacha pool in around 3 months' time, such as pick lists, happiness packages, or exclusive costume bundles. And finally, they will enter the standard exchange shop in a year's time. With this being a standard gacha, it has a 3% drop rate of a 4-star and also a pity bar attached to it. And as always, the pity bar works as usual. 100 summons will guarantee you a random 4-star, 200 summons will guarantee you a event exclusive 4-star, and 300 summons will allow you to spark. And being a permanent gacha, this gacha uses the green sticker variety, meaning that you can pick out 10 green vouchers that can be used to spark in permanent gachas, or if you have 30 of them, exchange them for a single permanent 4-star in the exchange shop. The gacha focus cards this time around are Airi with the card Growing Distance,
きっと仕方がないのよね。
Growing Distance is a scorer skill card, with the skill name being a promise exchange with unchanging feelings. Scorer cards at level 1 will give you a 100% score bonus for 5 seconds, and at Mastery rank 4 they will give you a 120 score bonus for 5 seconds. And of course, the card comes with an exclusive costume looking like this. The costume is called Fear Trad and comes both with a unique accessory only wearable by Airi and a common accessory wearable by everyone who picks the costume up from the costume shop. The second card in the gacha is Haruka's card, Our Everyday Life That May Change.
納得して答えを出してほしいな。
This is a healer skill card, with the skill name being Cherishing These Ordinary Days. This skill will recover 350 life and give you an 80% score bonus for 5 seconds at level 1, and at level 4 it will recover 500 life and give you a 100% score bonus for 5 seconds. The exclusive costume for the card looks like this and is called Bright Trad. Just like Airi's costume, it comes with an exclusive accessory only wearable by Haruka and a common accessory that every character can wear once they unlock the costume from the costume shop. And the final new focus card in the gacha is Shizuku, with the card A Film Location Brimming with Health.
立派なお芋さんね。
This is also a healer skilled card, with the skill name being Because We Want to Share These Fun Moments as well. The skill, just like Haruka's, will at level 1 recover 350 life and give you 80% score bonus for 5 seconds, and at level 4 recover 500 life and give you a 100% score boost for 5 seconds. And the exclusive costume for this card looks like this and is called Prospect Trad, which has a unique accessory only wearable by Shizuku, just like Airi and Haruka, and a universal accessory wearable by everyone once they unlock the costume from the costume shop. And since this is a permanent gacha, you will unlock the alternative colors for each of the different exclusive costumes once you rank them up to Mastery rank 1, 3, or 5, respectively. We also have 2 exchange shop cards that can be picked up through the event exchange with event points during the duration of the event. The 3-star card this time around is a More Jump unit tagged Kaito card in the happy attribute called Believe in Your Unfading Feelings. This card is a perfect locker. The 2-star card is a Minori card in the happy attribute called United by Friendship, and she as well is a perfect locker. And as usual, these cards can be exchanged for 15,000 tokens for the 3-star card and 5,000 tokens for the 2-star card respectively. Moving over to the event team building section, of course the 3 new focus cards from the gacha will grant the standard 70% bonus as they are the event focus cards. But for alternatives to fill out your roster, we have a pretty decent selection this time around. You have 4 available cards that can fill the slot of Airi, the first one being the original 2-star from the release celebration gacha. She has her 3-star from the event Wishing for Your Happiness Upon the Blue Sky. Airi also has 2 permanent 4-stars as options, the first one being from Let's Restart From Here, and the second one being from the semi-recent event Dear My Past Self. Shizuku, on the other hand, have 6 available cards, including her 1-star card, her 2-star card from the event Funny Buddies Spend Time, her 3-star card from the Happy Lovely Everyday event, her limited 4-star card from the 2 Moon Rabbits event, her permanent 4-star card from the event Draw Your Bow in This White World, and finally her happy birthday card from the second year. Minori, on the other hand, has 3 available cards, including her release celebration gacha 3-star card and 2 permanent 4-stars in the form of her card from Let's Restart and her cards from Dear My Past Self. And Haruka, who have 5 available cards, including the 2-star from the event More Making Christmas, the 3-star from the event Color of Myself, the limited 4-star from the event Beyond Prayers, The Tomorrow We Wish For, the permanent 4-star from the event Dear My Past Self, and her happy birthday card from the first year. This leaves us with the virtual singers, and this is a unit-focused event, meaning that all virtual singers, not only the focus character Kaito, can give the 50% bonus, granted that they are in the correct attribute, being cute, and have the correct unit tag, being more jump this time around. This also means that all virtual singers can give the 40% bonus if they have the correct attribute and the unit tag virtual singers instead of the unit tag more jump. We have 6 available virtual singer cards with a 50% bonus. The first one being the 2-star card of Meiko from the event at the end of Unraveled Threads. We have a 3-star card in the form of the Miku card from the event Connecting Painful Hope. And we have 4 4-star cards, all of which are permanent with a asterisk for one of the cards. We have the 4-star Miku from the Release Celebration Gacha. We have the 4-star Rin from the Let's Restart event. We have the 4-star Meiko from the limited event Two Moon Rabbits, but she was released without a costume or hairstyle, meaning that she is considered a permanent gacha card and are available in the permanent gacha pool. But she has only ever been a focus character or rate up during limited gacha and the limited gacha's rerun. And the final card is the Kaito from the event Draw Your Bow in This White World. And these 50% cards are joined by 6 available cards with a 40% bonus, being the 1-star Miku and the 1-star Kaito, the Tailor Driven Mad by Jealousy from the 7 Deadly Sins for Luca, the Happy Anniversary card for Kaito from first year, the Happy Anniversary card for Luca from second year, and finally the Color Festival card for Len from the 2.5 anniversary. This event team building is pretty strong, with a lot of different options in the 2-star and 3-star category for new and old players to fill out their roster. The 4-star selection is also pretty damn solid, with 12 available cards and only 2 of them are limited. But there is a single stipulation we should point out, as the 2-star Meiko arrived with the event at the end of Unraveled Threads that ran in February of this year, means that she has not yet entered the standard gacha pool. And it is also worth mentioning for brand new players that there are 2 1-stars in the 40% category that you are guaranteed to own. But there isn't much more to be said about the event team building, and instead we can look if the gacha focus characters of this event have seen use in future events. And this time around, none of the 3 focus characters have seen any use on the Japanese server. Seeing as More Jump has not had a single cute attribute event since the release of Friendship Rebuilt on the Japanese server, it is safe to assume that they should be getting a cute focused event in a near future. In the case of a More Jump unit focused cute event being released, these cards will of course be available with a 50% bonus when that happens. We can also safely assume that one of the characters between Airi, Shizuku and Haruka, if not 2 or all 3, will be available with a 70% bonus during this gacha. But I can speculate however much I want. I am not affiliated with Sega and I cannot read minds, meaning that anything I say is just that, speculations. And as it currently stands with our current knowledge of the Japanese event schedules, these cards have not seen any use and are therefore less valuable in a gameplay aspect. As for the exchange shop cards' usability in the future, despite Kaito and Minori sharing the attribute of happy, only Minori has seen use as a 50% bonus card. And this is of course because More Jump has not seen a happy attribute event since the release of At the End of Unraveled Threads in January of this year on the global server and January last year on the Japanese server. This means that not only is More Jump due for a cute focused event, event, they are also due for a happy focused event, but we have seen a few mixed events with the more jump cast in the happy attribute. This is why Kaito has not seen use with a 50% bonus, but Minori has. And Minori will see use during the event Relax Tea Time, that is a limited mixed event in the happy attribute. Relax Tea Time should run from February 28th to March 6th, 2025. This is estimations though, as we can never say for sure when an event will run, and also the fact that this was a leap year kind of puts our current estimations of all future events during 2025. Relax Tea Time has the focus characters of Kanade, Mafuyu, Ichika, Minori, and Airi. Kanade, Mafuyu, and Ichika are available as limited characters in the Relax Tea Time gacha. This means that Minori is only ever available with a 50% bonus, even if you do decide to summon from the Relax Tea Time gacha, meaning that she has a slightly higher value to pick up as an exchange shop card. Though I think you should pick up the Kaito and the Minori from the exchange shop, as they are valuable cards to pad out your roster for eventual future events, and also earn some gems through the skill level up, mastery rank, and side stories. There isn't much more to say about the future usability, as the focus cards have not seen any future use, the 3-star exchange shop card has not seen any use, and the 2-star only sees use once. It is also worth mentioning that more Jump is the next unit up for a World Link event, meaning that the focus cards from the gacha will see use during that event, but that's not quite yet, and we haven't yet talked about World Link events on the channel. So let's move on to the final question. Should you participate in the event Friendship Rebuilt and maybe summon from the gacha where the turning wheel takes us? The short and concise answer to this question is, as always, yes. If you do love the cards from the event Friendship Rebuilt, you should definitely summon for them, as your enjoyability of cards and the game is the most important factor here. But if you're slightly on the fence about the event, or you're very keen on managing your gem spending, there are a few stipulations we can talk about when it comes to the Friendship Rebuilt event. This is a marathon event, meaning that the gacha is of the permanent variety. This means that all of the cards in the gacha will enter the standard gacha pool once the event ends. This means that the cards will be available in every subsequent gacha from now on. The cards will also enter the paid gacha pool in around 3 months time, meaning you can pick them in pick lists, get them through happiness packages, or from costume packages in 3 months time. And as always, you can pick them up from the exchange shop in a year's time for 30 green vouchers. This means that the cards are slightly of less value than if they would have been limited cards, as limited cards are harder to come by and cost more gems on average to summon. This is of course because limited cards are only available during their gacha before they enter into the vault, where they're kept for a year until they get their first rerun. This means that if you love a limited card, there is more pressure for you to summon from the limited gacha than there is from a permanent gacha, as you can always make sure you get the permanent gacha card later on. It is also worth pointing out that these cards have not yet seen any use on the Japanese side, and also that More Jump has a pretty good roster when it comes to cute cards. This means that these cards are less valuable if you're not going to tier the Friendship Rebuilt event, as you can always fill out a More Jump cute roster with other already existing cards. So if we look to the Japanese side, what alternatives do you have if you wish to summon a limited card for one of the 3 focus characters in this gacha, being Airi, Shizuku, and Haruka? We have a few new limited cards for these characters, and also a few reruns that we can talk about. The first event where we will see one of these characters available as a limited card is is the event Once in a Lifetime Pandemonium. Once in a Lifetime Pandemonium will run from June 30th to July 9th and includes Rui, Shizuku and Tsukasa as the event characters. It is also worth mentioning that this event is tied to a colorful festival, meaning that there will be 2 colorful festival exclusive cards also available during the first few days of the event. These 2 cards are Akito and Kohane for this event, and they will be available from June 30th to July 4th. This also means that Shizuku, Rui and Tsukasa are available in a gacha with a 6% bonus. This is then followed by Airi being available in the event Hectic Cafe Rec that will run from July 31st to August 8th. Hectic Cafe Rec is a mixed event in the mysterious attribute, including Saki, Airi, and Mizuki as its focus characters. This is then followed by Airi, Shizuku, and Haruka once again showing up together in the event The Warmth That Guides Us. The Warmth That Guides Us will run from October 31st to November 6th and is a more jump focused unit event in the cool attribute. As already stated, in this event Airi, Shizuku and Haruka are the focus characters for the gacha, meaning that all 3 is available with a limited costume together. This is then followed by Shizuku getting another card through the colorful festival portion of the event Next to the Unchanging Warmth. Next to the Unchanging Warmth will run from December 31st to January 7th, 2025 and is a mixed event in the mysterious attribute with Shiho, Mizuki and Leonid Meiko as the focus characters. But Shizuku, with Minori as her partner Colorful Fest card, will only be available during the Colorful Festival portion of the gacha that should be running from December 31st to January 4th, 2025. And finally, Haruka is the last person to see a limited card, her latest card being released with the event Take the Best Shot, that is a mixed Cheerful Carnival event in the mysterious attribute with Haruka, Kohane and Ena as the focus characters. Take the Best Shot will run from January 31st to February 8th, 2025. But we also do have a special card for the limited section, Airi being the representative for More Jump in the Sanrio collab event. Airi featuring My Melody should release if Sanrio does come to the global servers around December 5th and run to December 19th, where she's part of a limited gacha with Miku, Emu, Toya, Ina, herself, and Saki. These are of course limited time crossover cards between Project Sekai and Sanrio, but we have not gotten any confirmation or indication that the Sanrio collaboration event will come to the global server. Therefore, we have to temper our expectations, as it's up to both Sega and Sanrio to decide if the global audience will be allowed to participate in the Sanrio collaboration event. So keep this in mind while planning your gems, that this event might come and you should be prepared for it, but there's also a shot that it doesn't. On top of this, we have a few rerunning gachas, including these characters that have been confirmed. The first rerun we will see is The Naive Voice That Carries Out to You, that should be running somewhere between the 13th and the 17th of May. This is the first rerun of said gacha, including Minori, Haruka, and More Jump Rin. This is then followed by Graceful Marriage, that should be rerunning somewhere between the 13th and the 17th of June. This is also the first rerun for this gacha, including Anne, Shizuku, and Vivid Bad Squad Meiko. This gacha also has its second rerun already confirmed, and it will be rerunning somewhere between the 15th and the 18th of February 2025. This is then followed by the Darkness Fest gacha, that should be rerunning somewhere between the 13th and the 17th of October this year. This is also a first time rerun, and the gacha will include Mafu, Shizuku, Akito, and Rui. Miku and Luca will not be included as they were colorful festival cards for this gacha. This is then followed by the Flight to the Future gacha that should be rerunning between the 13th and the 15th of December 2024. This is also a first time rerun including Haruka, Airi, and more Jump Mako. This is then followed by a Maiden's Hope for a New Year's rerun that should be rerunning between the 15th and the 18th of January 2025. This is a second time rerun for the second year New Year's gacha including Kohane, Honami, and Haruka. And the final confirmed rerun that we currently can see on the Japanese server is the Secret Tea Time gacha that should be rerunning somewhere between the 15th and the 18th of March 2025. This is of course a second time rerun including Airi, Emu, and Saki. So there are a lot of different options when it comes to limited cards, both new and rerunning for Shizuku, Airi, and Haruka. If any of these limited costumes caught your eye or you prefer them over the Friendship Rebuilt costumes, you should consider planning your gems to summon from them. Of course, with limited costumes you can always plan ahead even further if you decide to go for a rerun rather than the original run, but then you do not get the 70% bonus from the original event when the costumes first ran. As for the question if you should pick up the cards from the event Friendship Rebuilt, I do definitely think that they are beautiful cards with absolutely stunning costumes. I would definitely not argue against you picking them up if you love them dearly, but do consider that there are a lot of limited events coming up that have high value and beautiful cards as well, especially considering Sanrio might be coming to the global server and it is a crossover event that we will never know if it's going to rerun ever again. But if you're certain that you want to summon from the Friendship Rebuilt event, I will not tell you not to summon from it, as I find them to be some of the most beautiful permanent cards in the entire game. If I had unlimited funds, I would have definitely summoned to get all three of them. But the decision is ultimately yours if you wish to summon from this event. But with that, I hope that you have gained all the information you need to know before starting to play the event Friendship Rebuilt. In the comments, please tell me what you think of the new structure of the videos and the new information added to it. Also, tell me your opinions on the event Friendship Rebuilt. Do you like the newly translated name? Do you like the cards? Are you going to tier? And what is your opinions on more Jump as a unit? As always, I read every single comment, and if I hadn't planned around so many limited events, I would definitely be summoning from this event myself. And while you're down there typing away your comment, double check so you're subscribed. Make sure the bell is rung so you get notifications each time a new event video drops. Leave a like and share this video with a friend who kinda needs a Project Sekai guide. But with that, I will not keep you any longer. Thank you so much for watching to the end of the video, it means the world to me. Let's get out of here for the week.